Hello and welcome to my program Aging Fearlessly. I'm your host, Guillermo Vidal, and I'm always so appreciative that you'll take the time to spend here. And I'm hoping that what I tell you encourages you to create a life without limits. Now, I have done in several of these programs, I'm focusing today on our human desire to find love, for this seems to be the big focus for a lot of people, no matter their age. A question I get asked a lot about, actually several questions about relationships, are these. Is it too late to find a great love partner once you pass the age of 50? Or is it too late just simply because at that age, people who are single are either weirdos or the ones who have failed at relationships? Two pretty good questions, frankly, that have many answers. But the answer to this question, I think, depends on how you view love today. Now, I picked the age 50 for this program because it's your 50th birthday that gets you that fucking dreaded invitation from AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, to join their organization. Now, are you old at 50? That's a matter of opinion, I guess. Now, since I'm 72, 50 is not old at all. But then again, by the time you reach 50, you should be looking at romantic partnerships a lot different than you did in the hormone-filled days of your teens, 20s, and 30s. By age 50, you should have discovered that lust at first sight is not the way to determine a suitable partner. Lust alone does not last. Once the romance bliss bubble pops, you're left with the essence of the person lying in bed next to you. And you will find it very disappointing if you discover you don't like that person very much once the lust is gone. Now, I'm not saying that sexual attraction is not as important as you get older. I'd be an idiot to say that. It definitely still is important. But unless today you're just looking for a fuck buddy, your definition of love should have changed by 50. By now, you should have probably become less tolerant of the things you are certain another cannot change. You've learned that good sex alone is not enough to overcome those incredible character traits of another that might not fit well in a loving relationship. Now, this may have to do with the fact that as we get older, we learn to love ourselves better. And in so doing, we learned that a relationship will not work unless the two partners can enthusiastically and respectfully support each other in their own evolution without any restriction. Now, this is a far cry from where many of us started when we found our first romantic partners, isn't it? And this more mature way of seeing a loving relationship has made us pickier. Perhaps this is because it takes a bit of living, losing, and learning to recognize that there are dimensions of love that go way beyond physical attraction. Or perhaps, it could be that the universe intended it that way. When we're young, we're hot and heavy and ready to be fruitful and multiply. And as we age and wisdom comes together in this beautiful dance that we call life, we two-step into greater understanding. But it's not just our definition of love that has transformed. Even the formula for romantic unions has also changed. Don't you agree? A large percentage of people over 50 don't see the need to get married as part of a committed relationship. Many couples don't even see a need to live together in the same house, city, state, or even country. I know of some couples that are like that. That they can still be committed to one another. The fact is that by the time you're 50, you have discovered that there is no formula for love in relationships. Two people can figure out the best way for them, and that is perfectly fine. So for me, the answer is yes. It is never too late to find love after 50, and though it will be different than ever before. But I can see that if you're new to being single again, the idea of finding love again may be daunting for you, especially if you just ended a long-term relationship. Now, in my early stages of being single after the end of my 20-year marriage, I became discouraged that I would ever find a loving partner again. But it was the wait and the desire to find a new connection that was difficult for me to endure. I just simply did not have the patience to do the work that it takes to find a truer and more fulfilling love with another. So my advice to you is this. If you can be open-minded, optimistic, flexible, and accept new dimensions of love that go beyond physical attraction, then you have the potential to form a union with another's body, mind, and soul. Unquestionably, there'll be some trials, and you'll have to be patient. But you have great promise to find the greatest love of your life with a partner who fully cherishes you and you them. And man, when it comes to aging fearlessly, it is so wonderful to have that kind of partnership in your life.